and public affairs analyst, as well as former president of Pengasan, Peter ESELE, joins me to shed more details. Good to have you join us, Peter ESELE.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
So when we had fuel scarcity earlier in the year, I think that was earlier in the year, the reason that was given was importation issues. So we imported adulterated fuel. But now Nigerians had thought that was over with. And so we're seeing fuel scarcity. It started in Abuja with about 3 weeks ago, moved to Ibadan, and now it has spread all over the country. How do you explain this? What exactly is the challenge this time?
I think the challenge is this time, initially we have Ukraine-Russian war, bad fuel. This challenge this time is that the marketers, some of them are hoarding, some of them are not ready to open the gas station. And the result, that's because they claim, or they are saying they are paying more than they should, and they can't sell at the pump price that have been agreed by the government because they are paying beyond what they are expected to pay. So as a result, they can't sell at a loss. So from their own calculation, they are thinking that for them to even break even or make any profit, they should be selling between 175 and 180 naira per liter.
Understand that they are now getting the fuel at the price of about 160 naira thereabouts, or within that range, 160, 165. And so they are saying that they cannot break even if they sell at that same rate to Nigerians. But one is wondering, because we understand that we still have the fuel subsidy regime in place. So where does that fit in this conversation?
Now there is still fuel subsidy in place, because if there's no fuel subsidy in place, which we're paying above 500 naira per liter for petrol. Now, what the marketers are saying is that you have S-depot price and you have various margins. There's what they call marketers' margins. But when they calculate all of these margins into the prices, there is no way they can sell at the expected or the fixed pump price. Therefore, the options available to them is either they sell at 180 or they shut their station to avoid selling at a loss. And what do you expect of government to do is government should know what is S-depot price, and these marketers will know what goes on in this country. That running business in Nigeria is very difficult. It's a very, very tough environment to run business. There are certain payments that are made under the table. So government needs to also address that. Why would marketers pay a certain amount of money under the table? Why would they have to pay some amount of money before they can also get the product? So if these marketers have to do this because of business, then they have to transfer the cost to the consumers. That is what is at play right now.
Explain to us, because you are also you're also a player in the industry. So explain to us how the marketers, how do they get their fuel? Is it directly from NNPC? How does this work? And then how do you think that the process can be made better, just so that, Nigerians, all of these issues can be a thing of the past?
Yes, right now there's only one corporation or one agency or one company that is responsible for importation of petrol. I'm using the word corporation, because at NNPC said they are not in the stock market, so that makes them a company. So NNPC is the only one responsible for importation of products. So if marketers are going to get this product, it's going to come through NNPC. So the first line is that NNPC import this product, and NNPC also now sell to depot owners. So you also have depot owners, and then the depot owners now also sell to the marketers. So what you have now is all of these are already factored into the price, the cost price of petrol. Now, if you factor all of this in, along the way, there are certain payments that marketers are now making, which they are complaining about. And the only way you can deal with this is for you to now go ahead, that's the government, to say this is how much you want this product to be sold, and then this is the margins that should go with it. That's the only way you can deal with it.
Well, Nigerians are groaning under this fuel scarcity. The filling stations are full to the brim with long queues. We'll see how things play out if we get an explanation from the federal government. Thank you so much for talking to us. Public affairs analyst and former president of Pengasan, Peter ESELE.